I've just completed my latest homebrew transceiver. This is my Mark 5. Here it is. All set up, going, and I've used it a few times. I'll just turn it on and show you a few things. There we go. Got the usual controls: tuning control, volume, RF gain, IF gain, AGC. I have both audio and IF derived AGC, both fast and slow. Noise blanker and a noise blanker width level. Down here I have the microphone gain control, a drive control, a compressor. The transmitter has a compressor, variable from 0 to 9, and the amount of compression shows up on this TFT display. I have a receive attenuator, 20 dB I can switch in and out, and I have an inbuilt tone generator, both one tone and two tone, for testing the transmitter. Down here I have a little button which I can use to reset the display. The VFO system is a phase lock loop driven by an Arduino Mega, and I have both VFO A and B functions on it, plus 9 memories. I'll just zoom in on that and show you the VFO functions. So here are the VFO function buttons. Band button, up 80, 40, 20 select. Mode button, upper, lower sideband AM. VFO A, VFO B. Receive A, transmit B. VFO sync. VFO sync button is a copy function. Both VFOs will tune together at the same time. Push button A, VFO A buttons first. VFO B will take on VFO A's frequency. Push button B first, VFO A will take on VFO B's frequency. Tuning step size up, tuning step size down. Memory write, there are 9 memories. The same memory is used on both VFOs because I've simplified the software there. Memory up and down step. This particular button, VFO TXB, when you push that button and you are in the RXA TXB mode, it will display the frequency on the display which the transmitter will go to. Also, if you hold that while you're in that mode, you can tune the VFO B's frequency without changing VFO A's frequency. When you let that button go, you can tune VFO A, which is the receive frequency, without changing the VFO B frequency. So they're the buttons. I'll give you a closer look at the display while I'm adjusting some of those buttons. So here's a close view of the display. At the moment we're on VFO A. You see that's lit up here and nothing on B. We're on 20 metres. Bit of a tune.
And I've always rock around it.
The frequency that we're actually using is displayed down here, but that is the VFO A frequency, VFO B frequency.
The ribbon.
I can go down to VFO B. Let's come up now. Nothing down there at the moment. Go back to VFO A.
Tried it and done about, I don't know, 6 or 7 comparisons.
I can make VFO B the same as VFO A.
And I thought, you know what?
Just by holding the
sounds
VFO A button.
more polished. And it sounds louder.
It's now picked up
louder,
the same frequency as VFO A. I can synchronise the two VFOs, and it comes up sync A, sync B, and as I tune, both will tune together. Just like that.
The south part of that state,
remove the sync.
A little warm but very dry, so it's good for all people, or?
Step up 1 kc, 10 kc. When I get to the end of the band, the transmission is disabled. So outside the amateur bands, the transmission is disabled. Step back down, I can go down to 1 Hz, or I can go to 1 megahertz. The receive A, transmit B, just show you that, comes on down here, a little indicator, RXATB. If I hit the VFO B transmit button, you'll see this particular display changes. I'm going from VFO A to VFO B.
Yeah, you are about 5.
Hear that?
3, 5, 2, a little difficult to copy, but...
If I tune VFO A, I'll go up step, 100 Hz, to another frequency.
Yeah, that's right.
Not much on today.
Contact tag.
So transmit on B, receive on A. I can change the band if we go to VFO-A. I'll go to 40 metres. Not much there at the moment.
Pete, you there? Yankee Oscar 7.
I'm still in receive A, transmit B. There we go. And I can now go up and down. I can also go up and down memories. The memory indicators are not shown, but if I go up, I know I'm on memory 9 on VFO-A. Memory 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Kilowatt Nancy 6, Charlie Tango Juliet, WA6 QDQ stroke King Henry 6, 73 in Aloha.
So that's a brief rundown on the VFO system. Here we have a bit of a look at the TFT meter. The TFT meter contains signal strength, forward power, reflected power, compressor level, and a real-time clock gives you time, date, month, time, etc., and also temperature. I also have a device which measures the voltage and the current drawn by the rig. So let's see if we can. At the moment the S meter is reading peak and it's peak hold. If I turn the AGC to fast, you'll see the S meter going up and down.
Yeah, looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and all's good, all's good.
Go back to
VK2PW, ZL2 Sugar Delta X-ray.
AGC on. VFO-B, VFO-A, and what we'll do, we'll go to VFO-B and
VK4, number Bravo X-ray, signaling.
we'll go to 40 metres. Very dead today on 40. Usually the signal's every way.
You're sort of on holiday, I presume.
That's a noise pulse going right up. RF gain. Now if I go to transmit without any tone, you'll see the little compressor number come up to 2, etc. Hope you can see that. It's very small characters. And if I'm going to dummy load, I'll do that now. I'm on dummy load. I can switch the tone on and we can have a look at the power. There we go. That's power. That's 100 watts there. Current is 16.9 amps and a little bit of SWR. There you go. So that's a bit of a look at the TFT meter. Here's a side view. This is the right hand side. We have a little hole here in the side panel. That's for the drive level from one of the stages that drives the transmitter. I can adjust the preset drive. Down here we have a real-time clock attached to the heatsink. I'll just go down on that. There's a closer look. It's attached to the heatsink and sends information back to the TFT display. Some holes here for adjusting TX gain on the 3 bands so that all 3 bands produce the same amount of power for the same control settings on drive and microphone level. This is the left side of the case. Some controls here for ALC, SWR, etc. Down here we have a little cutout for the compressor on-off switch and an access hole for adjusting the level into headphones. There's a trim pot behind that hole. So, and in here we have an indicator. When I turn the power off, you'll see it lights up, and that's telling me that I've got power on the rig and it's the right polarity. When it's green, it's the right polarity. I'll just get in close to that so you can have a better look. So that's the power monitor function. So when I turn the power on, that LED will go out. If it's the wrong way around the power, if I've got plus and minus reverse, that'll come up red. Now I've switched the rig on and that light goes out, no longer needed. This is a rear view. This is the heatsink. There's a 10 watt stage in here and a 100 watt stage there. Low pass filters inside that box. Small unit that holds the bias circuitry for the PA. And down in the corner we have the input connectors for antenna, and then we have one for the external speaker, PTT, external audio in and out, and the power which comes through this XT60 connector down there. And you see the real-time clock lit up there. That's the back view. This is the bottom view. Here we have a stand which is adjustable, homemade, just a piece of stainless steel rod. It's actually from a barbecue grill, just been cleaned up. And this is the top with a speaker, inbuilt internal speaker. Just looking at the back, I've got this little cover plate I can take off. I'll just have a quick look inside where the power amplifiers are. This one here, we're coming into view, is the RD16. There's a pair of RD16s in there, and an RD06, which produce roughly 10 watts. That signal is padded back to 5 watts pair that are sitting in here, and they'll give up to at least 100 watts. It's capable of 140 watts. So that's a bit of a look. And down in here you may just see a fan grill. There's a 4-inch PC type fan which blows air over the power transistors. And that drives the MRF. Just in this hole here, you'll see a hole. That is a resettable fuse, 25 amp fuse. So if there's an overload of some sort, I can just poke a screwdriver down there and reset the fuse.